So you've seen these videos where a lot of artists have like 10, maybe 15 brushes and shit like that's an exaggerated number. Um, but you don't really need that many brushes to do some good drawings and shit. Um, Now, for example, for me, I do have a custom brush per se, but it's literally just the basic brush with some pressure in it. I did it because I just wanted something to feel like a Sharpie pen. But you don't really need even custom brushes to do something decent. What you really need is your basic round brush. Pretty simple stuff. And your soft round brush. Or the airbrush, as some people call it. Now, the airbrush tends to have a bad rap, mainly because some people use it pretty much wrong. Well, not wrong, but they tend to abuse it, which makes certain drawings look a little bit muddy. Some people can do it pretty well, like
I have added a component to your dossier.
phone, shut the fuck up. Some people can do it pretty well, like Akira Toriyama or Toyotaro. I've seen their digital artworks and it looks really nice. Some people hate it. I like it personally. But yeah, so what I'm just gonna do a quick drawing. And I'm gonna use the basic stuff. Like I said, the basic round brush and the soft airbrush. Of course, there's one more tool that I use. That's the selection tool. I use that to like do some sharper shadows and shit. I'll show you when I get there. I'm gonna do a simple drawing. Now I have a sketch right here. As you can see, the basic brush is really good for like sketching and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna move into the line art or the line work or all that stuff, and I'm gonna still be using the round brush. So now we have the line art done. As you can see, I'm using a little bit of a Western comic book style for this. And now we can go into coloring, which is the easiest part in my opinion. But as you can see, all it took was the round brush. Now, of course, some people might ask about line weight, and even though the black dramatic little comic book shadows do kind of the work, what you can do, you have two options. You can either go over here and add a little bit more to it, like for example, I don't know, go over here and do that. You have more shadow on the hair, or my program lets me go to effects and I can go to outline and I can thicken the lines. Ugh. Kind of like that. It'll be more effective once we go into the whole coloring stage though, which we'll do it right now. That coloring is, well, I got my flat colors done. What I do is that I go to either a really dark blue, dark purple, or maybe a darkish pink. Sometimes I even go for oranges and reds. It depends. Shadows do tend to have some color to them. You can obviously go for black if you want to, but it really depends on the vibe you want to land with your painting or with your drawing or whatever. Like if you want a more depressing look, then yeah, you should go for full-on black, which should like give like this dead colors to it. But I'm gonna go with maybe somewhere around the reddish hue. I'm gonna go for that color. I forgot to paint the teeth. I normally go for like a really light blue for the whites. So now that we got that done, we lower the opacity. Look at that. So I'm gonna assume or imagine the light source being on the left or right side. Yeah, right side. I'm just gonna grab the selection tool and gonna just do this. Not gonna really focus on the details just yet. That's for later. I'm gonna grab my eraser, which has the soft round brush or airbrush. I'm gonna do this lightly. This creates some gradients to it. And I got it really big, that way I can get the gradients out a lot faster. This method of shading is a lot quicker, at least for me. And it works really well if you're like a newbie artist or something. This method of shading is really easy to get a handle on. Now, practically, if you just want to do something real quick, you're pretty much already done like this, but I'm not. I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. And again, this is all just selection tool and the airbrush. I feel like that's a little bit too white, so I'm gonna do that again. A bit more on the yellow side. There we go. Now it looks a lot better. Now I think I have other tutorials talking about how I color things, but I might do another one anyways, because I feel like I've changed my strategy. I always learn something new, so. As you can see, there you go. She is practically done. I'm gonna finish the rest of it off screen and show you the finished thing. I'll probably do a video of my full progress. Although I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere around my channel. I don't know, probably one of my recents. I think I don't remember, but yeah. As you can see, all I did was use the soft airbrush, round, like the soft round brush, and the basic round brush. That was all I did. All that just with this, and of course the selection tool. That's all I needed to make this, and it looks great, at least to me, right? Like, you don't need a bunch of like brushes to do this kind of thing. It's just these two and you're pretty good. I do have my own custom brush, like I said. It's this one right here. But that's because I just like the Sharpie texture of it. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all for it. So yeah, thank you to whoever sees this, and there's more coming soon.